G'day, my name's Brian and I'll be your guide on this journey of discovery as we explore the remarkable form and function of this HP EliteBook Ultra G1i 14. It's a 14-inch premium ultra-light companion purposely built for the modern professional. In this evolution, HP has given it a new name. What was once known as the Dragonfly now emerges as the EliteBook Ultra. A new title, but with the same spirit of refined engineering and purposeful design. Together, we shall explore its design, its capabilities, and the choices that really define its identity. It now houses the Intel Lunar Lake, which really has made leaps and bounds. So, let the journey begin. Along its flanks of this refined machine, we find its vital connections, the carefully placed openings through which it interacts with the wider digital world. On the left side, a versatile trio, a powerful Thunderbolt 4 port, capable not only of rapid data exchange, but also delivering energy. Alongside a USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 port, a respectable nod to legacy devices, and a 3.5mm audio jack still essential in the ever-changing soundscape of modern life. Turn to the right and the ecosystems continue. 2 additional Thunderbolt 4 ports await, each equally capable of power delivery, offering flexibility in how and where the laptop receives its charge. And at the edge, a subtle but important feature. A security lock slot, providing physical assurance in uncertain habitats. It is all told a thoughtful arranged set of ports, not merely functional but adaptable, allowing this elegant creature to thrive in its vast and very technological landscape. And here, in the heart of this marvel of modern engineering, we discover a true spectacle. A 14-inch OLED touch display. At first glance, it may seem unassuming, yet beneath its sleek surface lays a world of extraordinary color fidelity, a window into a far more vivid world. Its clarity is striking, every detail rendered with exquisite sharpness thanks to the natural brilliance of OLED, and the motion, fluid effortlessness with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, each frame flows like water across glass. The measurements reveal a breathtaking performance. 100% of the sRGB spectrum, 94% of the Adobe RGB, and an astonishing 99.5% coverage of the DCI-P3 color space. Such precision is rarely observed in the wild. It is quite simply a display designed for the apex predator of creativity. The designers, the photographers, the editors, those who demand nothing less than the perfection of every pixel. In this rich and vibrant ecosystem of digital expression, this screen stands as a beacon of professional brilliance. Remarkably, for all its capability, this elegant laptop remains astonishingly light. On its own, the laptop weighs just 1.18 kilos, as if it was made not of circuits or alloy, but of feathers and light. Even with accompanied by its power adapter, the total rises only to 1.49 kilos, still effortlessly portable, ready to roam from studio to cafe, from mountain cabin to the bustling office. And now, as we turn our attention beneath the surface, we encounter a curious feature, a pair of speakers nested discreetly along the bottom front of the device, and another pair on the side. These are downward firing, subtly concealed, yet purposeful in their design. In testing, their voice reached a peak of 86.7 decibels, not the loudest among its peers, but a solid presence, comfortably in the mid-range. Yet it is not volume that defines them, it is its character. For a quad speaker system, the soundscape is rich, with bass tones that resonate more deeply than one might expect. The balance across the spectrum from lows to mids to highs, it is evenly and poised. Reverb is present, yes, but not overwhelming. It lingers just enough to lend atmosphere, never at the expense of clarity. The result is a sound profile that is warm, articulate, and pleasantly acoustic. For business calls, presentations, or even quiet enjoyment of music, it is more than capable. In its compact form, it is its voice, clear, composed, and unexpectedly full-bodied. And now we observe the eye of the device. The 1440p webcam recorded in its natural state, untouched, unedited, presenting its image and sound just as they are. HP has equipped this system with a high-def lens. It's a welcoming adaptation in this age where virtual presence is just as vital as the physical. Now, in this examination, there are two light sources in play. I've got my one studio light turned on and also the downlights for ambience. The one studio is casting a nice focus illumination, and I'm going to turn my one studio light off, and you'll see that this is what I would consider a dim setting by most standards, especially when compared to an office environment. And yet, the webcam performs admirably, capturing details and tones with surprising clarity in this low light conditions. There is also a simple mechanism, a privacy shutter. It's a flick of a sleeve and the lens is sealed, hidden from view. It's a nice quiet gesture offering a sense of security in this connected world. It's a small feature perhaps, but it speaks a growing awareness that technology must not only function but also protect. Beneath its refined frame lies a 64 watt-hour battery. In the PC Mark battery life test, it journeyed on for an impressive 13 hours and 8 minutes, a testimony to its efficiency in everyday tasks. In harsher terrains, the gaming test pushed it harder, where it held strong for 2 hours and 20 minutes, still unwavering. In the Procom video playback trial, it sustained a graceful 11 hours and 47 minutes, each frame as fluid as the last. Even under the constant video call and background growing of MS Teams, that most modern of survival tools, it demonstrated admirable stamina, a mere 10% drain after 30 minutes of use, suggesting a full span of up to 5 hours in continuous communication. It is, in every sense, a balanced organism, one that pairs power with longevity, built not just to perform, but to endure. In a controlled environment with the ambient temperature of 18 degrees, the HP Elite G1i was evaluated across a range of usage scenarios to assess its thermal behavior and acoustic profile. At rest, in idle state, the HP Elite recorded a maximum base temperature of 36 degrees Celsius around the keyboard, while the average core temperatures stabilized at 40 degrees Celsius. Now, with the fan noise, it remained impressively low, peaking in at just 35 decibels, which is effectively silent in a typical office or home environments. Simulating routine tasks such as office productivity work, web browsing, and media streaming, the system was placed under a 20% load, and under these conditions, the keyboard area reached a maximum surface temperature of 33 degrees Celsius, and the average internal core temperature rose to 53 degrees Celsius. The fan noise remained unchanged at a quiet 35 decibels, maintaining a near silent user experience. Under a 50% workload representing of multitask workflows or light creative applications, the keyboard surface temperature increased to 38 degrees Celsius. Core temperatures average at 60 degrees Celsius, while fan noise saw a minimal rise to 36 decibels, still well within a quiet operational range. When stressed to 100%, as during intensive compute tasks or prolonged AI-assisted workloads, the HP Elite G1i maintained a peak keyboard surface temperature of 39 degrees Celsius. Average core temperatures increased to 66 degrees Celsius and the fan noise peaked at 44 decibels, becoming noticeable but not disruptive. The underside, which is the back cover, was also measured, reaching a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius, indicating active and effective thermal dissipation under load. Overall, the HP Elite 14i delivers consistent thermal efficiency and acoustic control across idle, moderate, and heavy use cases. Even under full load, surface temperatures remain within users' comfort limits, and the fan acoustics, while more audible at peak performance, stayed within reasonable bounds. This balance makes the Elite G1i a capable and quiet performer for both casual and professional workloads. We're definitely seeing that HP has taken account of the fan noise, keeping it at a minimal rate. We come to the plane upon which the human interaction takes place, the keyboard and the trackpad, central to the experience. The keyboard reveals itself as a field of large, elegantly crafted keys, each one smooth to the touch with refined surface that responds gracefully under the fingers. The spacing between them is narrow, a deliberate design allowing the hands to move quickly like a well-practiced dance. Press and the keys return with a surprising speed, a swift recoil that speaks of fine engineering. The sound it makes is gentle, semi-quiet, never obstructive, never demanding attention, and when the light fades, the keyboard responds with a soft glow, backlighting in three modes: off, low, and high, adapting like a creature of the dust to changing environments. Just below the trackpad lays like a still water. Exceptionally large, it occupies the palm rest with silent confidence. It is a haptic trackpad without physical movement, yet capable of simulating every subtle press through touch. Multi-touch gestures are supported, fluid and precise. Its surface, smooth as polished glass, allows fingers to glide effortlessly as though skating across silk. Together, they form a tactile landscape, not merely tools, but extensions of thought and intent. A seamless interface between human and machine, quiet and deeply refined. At a glance, the EliteBook Ultra appears sleek, almost understated, but upon closer inspection, the craftsmanship reveals itself, elegant, precise, and purposely evolved. A machine sculptured not just for the performance, but for presence. Its chassis is forged from a refined magnesium aluminium alloy, a material both resilient and remarkably light. It offers the strength to withstand the demands of constant travel while retaining the grace of a truly premium form. The surface is cool to touch, carries a soft matte finish, it's resistant to fingerprints, yet warm in tone. Never harsh, never sterile. Subtle contours trace its edges, reflecting a language of design that values restraint over spectacle. Hinge moves with gentle firmness, like joints designed to endure without protest. Every seam, every junction carefully aligned as the device was grown rather than assembled. It is, in every sense, a tool shaped by intelligent design, where materials, weight, and textures come together in quiet harmony. A machine, not merely made, but carefully composed. And now for the bend and flex test. So let's go and give it a bit, bend, give it a nice good twist. That's really robust and sturdy here. It just feels really good and pretty sturdy. Now let's see how much keyboard flex there is. I'm gonna put a lot of weight in there. I don't really feel anything. I don't really hear any fans that's hitting anything. I don't hear zzz, so that's doing really well. Now we'll also, while we're at it, we'll quickly do the one finger test for the Hinge test, and one finger very smooth, and then just grabs on a little bit, give it a little wiggle, and then it's smooth all the way to the 180 degrees. So that's what I can do, and I'll quickly do the nice little wiggle test and it's actually clamping very well. So HP have done a very well job on the Hinge here. I know some people want me to do this, but I don't know what it's going to achieve, but I'll just do it anyway for those people who are interested. And now we turn to the results of the trials. The benchmarks performed on the EliteBook Ultra. These figures, through numerical in nature, offer a deeper glimpse into the true character of the machine. Results of Passmark, Citybench 2024, PC Mark, 3D Mark, Crossmark, Crystal Disk Mark, Geekbench 6, Procon Office, Procon MPU, Procon Machine Learning, Procon Image AI, Procon Photo Edit, Procon Video Edit, Puget Photoshop, Puget Premiere Pro, Puget DaVinci Resolve, Blender, Furmark, Luxmark, Eugene Engine, SpecView Pref 2020, and some gaming benchmarks like Cyberpunk 2077, Fonza 5, F1 2024, and Wukong Black Myth. Beneath the careful constructed exterior, we glimpse the inner workings of this refined machine. A look into its anatomy where function and form converge. Here we find a single upgradable component, the SSD. A standard M.2 2280 drive nested with care. It offers the only modular within this otherwise tightly integrated structure. The memory, by contrast, has undergone a quiet evolution, now fully integrated into the processor itself. It is fixed at the time of creation, unchanged. A word of advice then, select the capacity you require from the outset, for in this case there will be no second chances. Cooling is managed by a twin fan system. It breathes on the bottom and the warm air is drawn away from the heart of the machine, expelled gently towards the rear. Overall, the HP EliteBook Ultra G1i 14 stands as a refined specimen, combining its strong performance, its beautiful subtle design, the vivid OLED display, and speakers that surprises with its depth and clarity. It's definitely built for the modern professional. It's mobile, it's focused, and it's disconcerting. Yet there is one curious omission. For a business laptop that is likely to serve executives and presenters, the absence of a dedicated HDMI port really feels like it's a compromise for pursuit of thinness. Many meeting rooms and video conferencing setups still heavily rely on the HDMI. And so its exclusion may pose an inconvenience. Even so, the HP EliteBook remains as a highly capable and well-crafted companion. Quiet, elegant, and purposely designed for the modern professional landscape. Now, I hope you actually enjoyed this style. Definitely love to hear your feedback. And as always, please like this button, share this video, and as we always say, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. And I'll see you next video.